Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we have something a little special for you. We are reviewing City of God. This is my first foreign film review. That's right, you're getting artsy, Elliot, today. Before we go any further though, if you could be a dear, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps me out, it really helps the channel out, and I do appreciate it, so thank you if you do. So City of God came out back in 2002. It is almost 20 years old. I'm not going to discuss spoilers though, simply because it is a foreign film, and I don't think, despite its age, that many of regular audiences have seen it. City of God is about a young boy in Brazil called Rocket. He is growing up in the favelas of Rio de Janeiro, and it is known as the City of God. Rocket is your narrator through this very run down and poor part of Brazil and what it is like to grow up in this environment with vagabonds, thieves and murderers surrounding you at every turn. However, the film does a fantastic job of actually making these thieves, vagabonds and murderers real people that you really connect with and understand, or at least see where they're coming from, why they do the things that they do, and gives them a sense of innocence despite the terrible things that they have done, and it is superbly done. I don't think I've ever seen a film successfully pull that off, actually give you a real nasty person and unpick that person to a point where you actually do understand it. Fantastic writing, really good writing and character building. You care about every single character that you cross paths with because they feel real, recognised. There is a story to be told with each person you cross paths with. It adds a real depth and flavour to the world that you're being introduced to. There's also some parts of relatability there, especially if you grow up in a poor area yourself. I don't come from the nicest area in all of England, if I'm being brutally honest. I do know some rough characters, some people who are a little bit rough around the edges or haven't lived perfect lives. It's going to happen when you live in a place like this. Don't get me wrong, it isn't as bad as the City of God, but I did recognise traits in people and regular excuses that people make as to why they can't sort things out, and I thought that was just so real, so brilliantly done and recognised, and I think that that will be the case for a lot of people who have grown up in rougher areas in their life or been in rougher areas in their life. And that plays into the idea that these horrible people are made somewhat likeable or at least understandable, and it is because the City of God, Rio itself, is a character in this film, and the state of the City of God forces these characters into these awful, heinous acts, and it kind of gives them a pass to be evil in a way. Very cleverly done. It's very psychologically mind-bending that you have to do these mental gymnastics yourself to try and understand why you like this god-awful person. Fair play, movie. You really spun a trick on me there. For me, the highlight of the movie is the editing. I'm confident to say that this is the best editing I have ever seen in a movie. It is stunning, it is captivating, it's imaginative, it's creative. In certain shots, I would even say it's quite metaphorical, especially with some religious symbolism that they do. It's outstanding. And if you want to study film, if you want to be an editor, if you want to be a writer, if you want to do anything in the world of film and cinematography, you have to watch this movie. This is the pinnacle of editing. Just watching this movie will get the creative senses tingling, especially in regards to the editing. I mean, the opening scene alone, if you're not interested in watching the movie, at least go on YouTube and just watch the opening scene and you will straight away see what I mean about the editing. It is flawlessly good. My favourite character is probably Benny. I have to admit, that guy is just likeable. But strangely, I also really enjoyed Little Z / Little Dice, which is his former name before he becomes Little Z. He is one of the best villains I have come across in a very long time. He's genuinely unnerving. You are scared when he is on screen. He plagues this movie like a dark spirit just lingering over this film, and it's done so fantastically well. It's brilliant acting as well, and it's not just the guy who plays Little Z. I'm sorry, but he is a Brazilian actor. I will just put his name up because I'm not going to butcher these names. It was a fantastic performance on his part, as well as everyone else around him. The performances are special here. They are very real and very recognised performances. It is a foreign film, it is in Portuguese, they do offer subtitles so you are not completely lost. Just beware in case people really do struggle with that sort of thing. I myself, I don't really mind it. I quite enjoy subtitles anyway, especially because of accents. I'm not great at always understanding things, so it didn't bother me at all. But if it does for you, just bear that in mind that it is in Portuguese and you will be reading subtitles from start to finish. It is also a very challenging movie. It does not shy away from darkness at any time. I actually applaud the movie for that. Not many films would have the balls or the guts to show some of the things that they do in this movie. They go there. They absolutely go there. There's one scene in particular involving a child being confronted, and it's hard to watch. It's genuinely hard to watch. That's coming from a fully grown man. Knowing that this is a film, that this is just acting, this is just a script, I was that engaged with the movie that scene was difficult, truly difficult. And yet it was excellent at the same time because it was so difficult. Fair play movie for having the balls to go that far. So I'm going to give City of God an 11 out of 10. I can quite proudly say that it is the second inductee into the IMO Hall of Fame. I loved the film, I loved the experience. It has stayed with me since seeing it. I find myself randomly thinking about it as well since watching it, and just thinking about the editing, the shots, the acting, the music, the soundtrack. There is so much here to just digest slowly and just go through that it is a real full course meal of a film. For the general moviegoer that is watching this review, I implore you to challenge yourself. If this doesn't sound like something you're going to like, then fair enough. Don't worry about it. Move on, find something else. That's totally understandable. Like I say, this is a hard film to watch. But if you feel like you can tolerate that sort of level, if you think that you're willing to be pushed, challenged, and try and find something, explore film a bit deeper, I absolutely implore you to watch City of God. It needs to be seen. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I think if anything, it will blow your mind wide open as it did for me. Thank you for watching this review. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and make sure you leave a comment as well. Have you seen City of God? Is it one on your list? Is it one of your all-time favorites? Is there something that maybe you don't like about the movie? Let me know in the comment section below. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you on the next review.